Well, it's a day to remember, you guys.
This is so good.
Oh, these guys are crazy. Who are you waving at? I'm Elaynas and this is Riley, and this is our home, Le Vagabond. We've been sailing around the world for the last 5 years and have recently found ourselves with a stowaway. Meet Lenny. Subscribe and welcome aboard. Le Vagabond is docked in Lagos, Portugal. We've been in lockdown for the last month, and now thanks to our deckhand slash camera wizard slash nanny Andre, who speaks Portuguese, we were able to get permission from the authorities to leave. We haven't been this excited to sail ever.
Yes, this is Marina we're speaking over.
We were wondering if we could exit, just wondering if you could open the bridge for us.
This is Marina Lagos, that's affirmative. We are closing in this moment the bridge, but we can open it again in about 1 minute over.
We need to slip the dock and head up over there, so it's probably going to be about 10 minutes, but we'll radio you again when we're 1 minute out.
Yes, that's okay. No problem. In 10 minutes over.
Well, it's a day to remember, you guys. So Riley's about to hoist the main. We're just heading out to sea here because the wind's coming from land, so we're going to turn around. And then we've decided we're not going all the way to Calatra today, which is 40 nautical miles. We're actually going to go to another anchorage, which is just around the corner here. Hello. Hey, mister.
Look at what I found.
Can you say water? Good boy.
Can you say
water? We were just talking about fitness, a subject Riley probably doesn't want to talk about. But I did want to say, because I'm so proud of myself, I really got into running when I came back to Lagos. Not so much when we went in the marina, but when we went to the villa. And I was running every single day, and I can now run 8 kilometers without stopping. Woo! I've become addicted to running. I really hope that I can find a place to run everywhere I go. Slow.
Eyes peek out from under the sheet.
Andre's got some studying to do, and we're going to go to the beach. Lenny is getting a bit restless, really needs to burn some calories, so we're going to take him for a big run.
Can I question God when I've got his masterpiece?
Lenny, cuddle. Good boy. You're a nice dog, aren't
When we
you?
came back from Australia, we went to
Gentle. Cuddles?
and they closed.
Cuddles? Gentle. The Algarve coast, where we plan to hang out for a while, is basically the whole southern region of Portugal. With wine regions, soaring cliffs over golden beaches, waves for the surfers and wind for these guys, it's no surprise that millions flock here each year. It's relatively undeveloped, and that's something we really love as cruisers. We're planning to hit a few anchorages that were recommended to us before we sail out to the Azores for the summer. We've found a
Let's
crab.
get some rest.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, this one looks a bit harder.
Body's gonna love you better.
Oh dear. Good job, Dad. Now my turn. And I'm going to trace his steps. The only way to get to land is this track or to go around the whole of the beach. So those guys back there in wetsuits and stuff who were kite surfing said that we probably won't be able to get past this like little gap, and they are right. It's the strongest current. Check it out. We're not going to make this one, Lenny.
What are we gonna do,
We're
mate?
going to have to go back.
We came in, we didn't check the tides, or we didn't pay enough attention. I think it's 4 meters up in Lisbon, Lenny, and it's 3 meters here. So we would be very, very close, and it would be silly for us not to go 50 meters that way. Where, although it's closer to the channel and the current's worse, we're not going to hit the bottom. So we have to pick up the anchor and move over there, which is annoying after a big day sailing and walking Lenny around on the beach, and especially for the last 45 minutes when he was screaming his eyes off.
At least we didn't hit the bottom.
No, we didn't.
Making gnocchi for dinner. I just fry it in the pan and it's relatively quick and delicious. It's like probably one of Lenny's favourite things we just found out today.
Yeah.
He just scoffed that like I've never seen Lenny eat anything.
That's not bad.
Really? I think we're all going to sleep well tonight. It was a full day. Sailed 3 nautical miles. Morning, everyone. Just making us some coffee. Some lovely instant coffee. That's all we drink here on the Vagabond. We used to have an espresso machine, but that just created too much waste, and then we had a percolator, which, oh, the coffee that comes out of that thing is really good. But we found it was really messy, and
Fell over on the
it
monohull.
fell over a lot on the monohull, and
Destroyed the stove.
Riley does not like the percolator, so now we drink instant. I've actually found some really good instant coffee brands over the days. Good morning. How are you this morning?
Buenos dias.
We're in
I'm alright.
Portugal. Bon dia.
I was just saying, I woke up this morning to this. I wonder how many times that's happened lately.
Yeah. When Lenny wakes up in the morning, I get him out of his crib and he comes to lay with me in the bed. And he thinks he can just slide off the end of our bed. Well, he nearly can, but he needed to learn that. That's not quite the case. Not well enough. He slid off and I let him go this time because I had to. Maybe that's not good of me, but
Oh, yeah, it's fine.
he kind of fell and hit his lip. But he's fine. Hey, are you okay? I think you're alright. Got another little busted lip. But now you know.
Yesterday when we arrived, Elayna and I went for a walk, and she was like, how was our sailing trip, did you think? And I was like, that was so hard. And she's like, oh, thank God, I'm so glad that you thought so too. We've been waiting for months to get back on the boat and go sailing, and then as soon as we did, Lenny was just climbing up the walls. So I was sailing, Elayna was looking after him, and like he exhausted us much more than any pulling of ropes or hoisting of mainsails or anything. We had an awesome time, like no doubt, but we just need to tackle this Lenny situation as cleverly as we can. So this morning I'm in here running him around, trying to exhaust him, and then once we arrive we'll be able to hopefully get him on land again to go for another run. He loves just running around like this on the beach. Just absolutely love it. He'll do it all day long. We're thinking of ideas to stop him from driving us insane.
Boys have just gotten back to the boat. We are pulling up the anchor to go. It's 10 a.m. and the wind swung around exactly when it was supposed to, at the exact speed they said. So it's time for us to head off because we're no longer protected in here. Who are you waving at? Who are you waving at? I just had to give Lenny a shower with a hot pot of water because Riley got him so dirty at the beach. It's so cool. The tide is at an all-time low and all these sandbanks have popped out. It's a whole new world to what it was when we arrived at high tide. There's people out walking on the sandbanks. It's just, it's really cool. We are disturbingly close to a few sandbanks though, but we've done it perfectly. Do you enjoy your little beach sesh this morning?
Lenny just loves it over there. Our first actual day sailing. I wasn't as excited yesterday because it was only blowing 7 knots or 5 knots or something. I mean, we were moving but didn't really feel like sailing. Today, this is wet weather gear on. We're hammering along at 7.5 knots, going where we want to go quite fast. This is so good.
I'm so sad that it's not me out there at the helm. I'm like, oh, it's great that we have Andre. Like, I can't even explain to you how good. I just wish I could sail more, but I have Lenny, which is the best thing to ever happen to me. But I really miss being out there sailing. It's okay. I'm gonna make a bottle. One of my favourite things to do.
So Lenny has got a burnt arm. He just hit his lip, Elayna. And this morning he stacked it so hard on his tooth that the back of his tooth is bleeding. I just noticed then. What else has he done lately?
I don't know, just hurting himself all the time.
It's like he's intentionally trying to hurt himself. Like, you're not being a good enough parent at the moment.
I've just opened this fridge and realised everything is not cold. And my beautiful organic lasagna, vegetarian lasagna that I bought and put in the freezer. It isn't a very big freezer, so anything that goes in there is very precious. And it was mouldy. So I think there's something wrong with this fridge, and I don't know if there's enough room for all this fresh stuff in just the one fridge. But I'm gonna try to fit it all.
Alright, so just come in on the green.
The wind's just blown up to 24 knots. Riley's winding in some of the head sail. They've already put one reef in, and at 24 knots we would put our second reef in. And I was trying to make fried eggs, but looks like it's going to be scrambled eggs now.
Shit hot, bro! Ew! I'm genuinely excited. And I keep going to give it a bit of a yip or a yule, and I keep going, well done, Andre. Embarrassing when you're trying to be in charge of morale, you know, get everyone amped, and you're just giving out the old. She is my ocean. Oh my god, my land.
You look very hungry.
And they're falling into.
So there's just some water coming in through the top here. So Andre and I are pulling it apart to just have a quick look at it. I think it's just a matter of putting some glue around it, but in order to do that we need to unscrew 4 lots and take down a little bit of the roof.
I promise I didn't wet the bed.
That was always my concern.
Then I'm crossing the line to
The sun's come out, so all of that cloud that we've been dealing with all day has come over our heads. So when we go into the channel up here, you'll be able to see, because it is high tide, but these sandbanks are notorious for shifting very frequently. So it's a bit of it's not a dodgy entrance, but it's one that you need to pay attention for. So it's just really good that we've got a bit of sun out. We just dropped the mainsail and we're coming in with the head sail. That was so much fun. Got to go and blow this head sail before we crash. I really do. Go, 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 go.
My land and sea.
I mean, there's no point in even having this engine on. We're just getting sucked through the middle of the channel. I think we're getting most of the power from the sail. How's Lenny going tonight?
He's peeling an onion by hand at the moment. I don't think he's gonna like what he finds underneath the peel. Oh my gosh, Riley's a road man! That's crazy! How cold is it?
It's cold!
Get in there! Oh! These guys are crazy! They're bloody crazy! So we haven't filled all the 20 places for the event we're hosting this year. Bit of a sail, dive, just a chillaxing trip that I think
Snorkel, chill. Elayna will be playing guitar, whether she likes it or not.
Yeah, we love hosting these events whenever we can, so we have an opportunity this year.
We want to try and get to 2 a year, but yeah, there's certainly one coming up very soon, which we're pretty pumped about. We always have a good time.
So we're about to invite another patron on board, and you have to be a patron to enter. So if you're thinking about supporting our production and you haven't got around to it, maybe now could be a good time if you would like to join in on the fun. So the link to our Patreon website is in the description below, so click that, join up. So the competition is...
There's a quiz with 10 questions. Thank you to Terence and Melody Howe, who are patrons of ours who wrote in with the quiz.
We're only going to ask you guys 10 questions. If you've seen a lot of our episodes, you probably have a high chance of guessing all of them right.
We're kind of trying to reward super fans. The actual quiz will be posted in 72 hours time on our Patreon page.
And the first person to email us all the questions correctly will be the person who's invited.
Good luck.
Thanks for watching. Join us next time in Calatra, an island with a lot of character. We're about to get a real taste of Portugal.
I've been I've been